Hello, yoga friends. Today I'm going to challenge you. You may want to just pause this video to go find some rubber balls in your house. If you don't have them, you could probably pick them up easily at a drugstore or a toy store or something like that. You can see the size that I'm recommending, and I really prefer the ones that are actually hollow inside. These are gathered or made all over the world. These two were brought to me from Mexico, and I think there's some kind of racquetball. But at any rate, you want them to be squishy because we're going to be using them against our body, and the ones that are hard just cause you to get bruised, so we don't want that. We're going to be working on our feet to start with. I want you to come into the top of your mat or the middle of your mat. It doesn't really matter. This whole thing will be done standing. So the first thing I want you to do is to just stand, micro bend your knees, and just have a real awareness of how your feet feel right now. And you could just move from left to right. You get a sense of where you're balancing or where you tend to just kind of, hang out. And that's, when we're wearing our regular clothes and our regular shoes, we tend to have a certain stance. When we come to yoga, we're trying to figure out how to even that out so we can have our bodies supported properly in the world when we're walking and doing all of our things. I'd like you to lift your toes and then just take a look at them. Spread them as best you can. Notice the spread, and then press all the right toes into the floor and all the left toes. We're going to start off balancing on our left leg. You're going to take your ball. You're going to put it underneath the base of the big toe. Now there's some areas in the foot that become really sensitive, and that's usually the arch, especially if you have a high arch. I have a high arch, so I'm very careful around that. Others will find this not as sensitive. We're going to be going along the ball of the foot, starting at the big toe, and we're just putting in some weight. It's like you are doing the massage yourself. Oh, this feels so good. And you're actually like putting the whole weight of your body, or as much as you can handle, as long as it's not too sensitive. We're not trying to cause pain. We're trying to open up those tissues and the tendons in the bottom of our foot. This is the best self-massage ever. These are so worth it, these balls. You must buy them if you don't have them. And then going along the whole top of the base of your foot, getting into the baby toe area, and then you're going to go along the edge. So we'll do the arch at the very end. So again, and I'm going quite quickly just to show you, but if you find a spot that's really great, that's actually a great spot for me, then you should hang out there because there's no rush. And then getting into the heel of your foot, that feels good. And you take your time. And then when you've done the whole, the base of the toes, the outside, and the heel, I want you to just softly, because it's sensitive, go into the arch of your foot. And this is less weight, and you'll understand why I say less weight, because it is very sensitive. Get into that instep. Then when you feel you've done the whole bottom of your foot, come back onto your feet, and then close your eyes and feel the whole response. And I'm feeling this response not just from my right foot, but all the way up my right leg. I'm starting to feel an awakeness of my right leg all the way up to my right thigh. And I'm noticing how unawake, how sleepy my left leg is. So now I would encourage you to do the left foot, and then come back to the mat, and then feel your feet. Do a little bit of moving from left to right. I'll leave you on your own to do the left one. I hope you enjoyed this little exploration of how you can use a ball to open up your feet. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.